Welcome to the Point 101. I'm your host, Gail, and today we're diving deep into a topic that touches the heart of every parent and guardian: God's promises for our children. Join me. Hello to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on where you are watching from, it is Sledge and my little brother, Sweet Lips, the sweetest,
Hello, everyone.
the sweetest.
Welcome.
Yeah, take a look at that face. And like I said before, I would send them to you, but
Thanks
then
for
you
joining us. Welcome. Today's a blessed day, and we're going to give it to you straight to help you with the chitlins.
okay, so let me put this WhatsApp number in for the ones that would like to call.
Yeah, it's the WhatsApp number / what's up? Give us a call. You know,
Oh my goodness. Oh, guys. Okay, now hold on. Now let me pin my other what's that knocking on
yeah,
my
for our fans out there, come on, give us a call.
yeah,
Mr.
let us
Nita
know.
Baker, we got a lot of bakers out there. Give us a call. Come on, get on in on this.
Anita Baker is baking.
Oh, okay.
Um Anita Baker is having fun, guys. She out having fun.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy. I'll wait for mine in the mail. Yeah, I will wait.
Oh my goodness,
Put it
my
on some nice,
goodness.
put it on ice and just send it. I'll wait. Like no problem at all.
Okay, and there's the Buy Me a Coffee app. So just hold on, hold tight. How are you all doing? Guys, we are approaching the weekend. And what are your plans? Do you have any plans? Go ahead and share it with us. And
Yeah,
by
I
the way, again, let us know what's on the menu for Thanksgiving and let us hold on, guys.
I have plans this weekend. I'm going to meet some oxtails. That's my plan.
Mm, yummy,
Hmm.
yummy.
And no, for all y'all that are saying, "Sweet Lips, you cooking some oxtails?" No, I'm going to the store and get it.
Well, how are you eating it?
What do you mean how I'm gonna eat it? Go to the
I mean,
restaurant and get me
it's,
some oxtails.
okay. That's what I meant because you're saying you just okay. So you're
Yeah, go to
going
the
to
restaurant and get me some oxtails.
are you going to the Jamaican restaurant?
Oh yeah, give me some extra plantains. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, God gracious, it's so good.
Who you telling?
It's so good. Let me tell you guys.
So I'm gonna starve myself for the next 2 days.
Now, why are you starving yourself for the next two
Well, I
days?
figure, eat a couple of noodles, just, one or two noodles, and, what I mean, a piece of corn, some water. I'm good.
Wait, I'm confused. I am on the live right now. Guys, excuse me for a
Okay.
sec. Okay, hold on for a second. I don't need nobody to know your business. Talk to them while I go and guys, I am going to excuse myself for a second. If I fall
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's cold, boys, gonna be some
speak
smoking.
out. Listen, well, let's talk here. Sweet Lips is here, live and in the flesh, baby. Now, for all yours out there, let's talk about these things we're going to talk about when it comes to our chitlins. Little small ones, little birds, you know what I mean? Yeah, we know what we're getting at. Anyway, so if anyone out there have any suggestions, we would like to hear from you. Give us a call, sign in. However, we would like to hear from you. Now, Sweet Lips is here on his own. So you know what Sweet Lips do when he's on his own. Sweet Lips talk about Sweet Lips. Now let me tell you how blessed Sweet Lips is. I woke up this morning, thank the Lord. Oh, here your sister come back. She was at the pulpit for a while. She had to give out some blessings and put hands on people with the gloves.
Do not put that fly out. Oh my goodness. Oh,
the sister was out there doing some baptizing.
No, not the baptizer. I was out there doing the Debo 2-for-1. Skeet. That was that Debo push. No, there was just things going on, and I just did not want.
See, we give you all live in action. We don't be playing. This is live in action. The sister had to step away for a while. The little super globe on the
again, if anyone wished to take over my little brother, by all means, just pay for postage, which would mean a air ticket, a plane ticket. Just pay for the postage.
Oh man, this is live in action, people. We love y'all. We give nobody's perfect. This is. You see how the sister come back? She calm now, but when she
because you know how sometimes you just be trying to make that getaway, and it's like, well, I didn't answer for a reason, so I don't understand why you're not coming. But anyhow, moving right along. But hey, yeah,
okay.
It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
But jaw hurt. Oh, you gotta love this. I'm saying, God is good. God is good. You gotta love this live in action. Oh,
let's try it again. No, this is the time you wish you just had something hanging outside your door to be like, knock at your own risk.
Oh man.
But,
the sister give it to you live and pure. See, the sister come to you live and pure. This is how it is. This is a blessed moment. You see the sister live in action. She had to step away for a while. She come back. She's paused. But we all know when the sister stepped away from the pulpit, she was just, if you don't.
It's like, and when it's all said and done, like, you don't want people hearing your business. You know, you just have to protect everyone around you. When it's all said and done, you have to protect all those around you, even though they don't realize that in actuality, you're protecting them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like I said, when that Tasmanian one come through here, the other half of that Garcia boys, he gonna in and out.
I can tell you, the sister church is live in action. Oh, this is good.
Again, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome again. It's Sledge. It's Sweet Lips. And hey, look at here. We are going to continue on with our topic on God's promises for children and being the village for each other instead of just always, not me, it ain't my child, I'm not worried. Well, you should be worried because trust me, whatever's going on with that child, sooner or later, everyone gets a turn.
That's right.
If they didn't rob you today, they just might get you tomorrow. Okay. So look, when it's all said and done, Help
man.
out. Help out. Help
Yeah.
out.
Oof.
Hello, Blue Scope 93. We
Huh.
are speaking about finding other ways to discipline our children outside of going upside their heads. So we spoke already about God's promises for our children, and He's promising to love them, and all the promises that He's given to us is what He's given to them. Now, what is really going on outside of that is that what is the reason for all this anger? Why is it that our children are so angry? What, convinces them to go outside of their door and commit these heinous crimes? Why is this happening? Why? Who's to blame? And we really know that the blame starts at home. We have to start at
Mhm.
home. Even though a lot of parents don't like to admit that our parenting style, it has changed. We can't continue with that generational, oh, trip them on the floor as soon as they come to the door. You know what I mean? So, beat them on the fingers, give them an old 1-2, give them a Devo special. Um, Blue Scope 93 said, what discipline have you taught about so far? So far, we have spoke about using that the type of discipline where you're not discouraging, but you're encouraging them. You're giving them that room to make their mistakes, but correct them from a place of love. Correct them from a place of love. You know, listen to what it is that they are saying. Listen to what they're saying. Have that open communication. Admit your mistakes when you make one so they would know that if they made a mistake, they would not be afraid to come to you and say, yes, I did this.
Yeah, yeah. Let them know that, being a parent, we ain't perfect. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? We make mistakes. So, you let your kids know that.
exactly. And we will continue to
That's
make
right.
mistakes, but we have to learn from them. We
Mm-hmm.
have to learn from our mistakes. Blue Scope says sounds really good. Actually, well, thank you. And that's what it's about. It's about um, how we change as parents because we are the first teachers that our children see. So if they see us flying off the handle, throwing things, cussing one another out, how do you think the children's going to respond to anything that's going on outside? They are going to respond the same way they see their parents respond. And then we're ready to say, okay, I want to use corporal punishment. Corporal punishment to me does not help the matter because if you're saying keep your hands to yourself, but you're putting yours on me, then that defeats the purpose. Then actually, when it's all said and done, you're a liar. But I can't tell you that I don't agree with you because not only are you bigger than I am, some you may just put me out. I can't tell you how many times over, and I don't know why people upload this video where you're putting your child out or you're using corporal punishment online for the world to see, knowing that some people do not believe in it and knowing that you're embarrassing your child. In order to get it right and to get your child's attention, it should not be an embarrassing moment.
I
That
I
it
agree
should
with
not
that.
be an
I
embarrassing
agree with that. But I'm gonna have to say again. I'm gonna have to say again. Sometimes there comes a moment, and some kids depend. I mean, hey, you, hey, you need a little. I mean, you got to set some fire to the pants. I mean, I'm sorry. Let's just be real.
But let
It's
that be the last resort.
it's a last resort, but there are times we look. Let's just say this: we have to be honest with how things are. Every
Right.
situation is different. Every parent
Right.
raised their kids different, and we don't know what that situation may be. And I'm pretty sure if they do have to put hands on, I'm pretty sure that'd be the last result that they would go to, the very last. I don't think it would be the first, but every situation and every child is different. We have to acknowledge that. I mean, because there's parents out there that's probably saying, "Hey, y'all acting like sometimes putting little hands on the child is a wrong thing." Nope, we're not saying that. We may feel that way, but we know everybody's situation is different.
Right. And then here's the thing. If you start young with the discipline, the positive discipline, then it's less likely that your child is going to go out there looting these stores, going into these schoolhouses with weapons and unloading on people for no reason. And the sadder part about it is 9 times out of 10, even the parents that did not use corporal punishment, still they were not involved with their children. There was no communication there.
Right,
And what
right,
they were looking for is attention, looking to say, I love you, not, oh, go ask your nanny.
right, right.
Or I'll get to that later. I'll get to that later. Go sit down, go sit down, go sit down, go sit down. At what point do you, I don't even know who came through the door. Who came? I'm doing the live. Told you guys, I don't care where I hide, I will be found. But and guys, when you see it live, it's live. It is what it is. Okay,
It is
we're
what
not,
it is.
no big studio or anything else. I am here with my brother Sweet Lips,
That's
and we'll
right.
be giving it to you. But some of these kids, they shut down, and some of the trauma that they have gone through, that the parent has put them through, has caused them to mentally shut down, and we did not catch it.
Yes.
We did not catch it because we didn't have time to catch it. We did not catch it because we were busy trying to. Hi, baby. Did not tell you the little task. It told you. You want to go play? Okay, go get your tablet and watch your tablet. Okay, be careful. Be careful. And so anyway, he will be in and out because that's what he does. But you know, we didn't catch it because when it's all said and done, we were damaged from our own childhood.
Mhm.
And no one made the corrections for us. But at some point along the line, you have to break that generational curse.
That's right.
You can't keep instilling those corrupted values into your own children.
Hmm.
You just can't. Fifi, stop playing with my door. Please and thank you. I said please and thank you. Now go. 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 Go with Jerry. So, Fifi, come back and close the door. I love you. That's my baby. But you know what I mean? We cannot continue to pass down that generational curse because to me, that's when your child starts to go outside the door and looking for people to show them some attention. The
Hmm.
predators out there, you know what I mean? The gang members out there, they can see and sense, oh, this person, this person is lonely, they're quiet, they're withdrawn. Let's bring them into our family, which is the streets, and we can show them the way. And then the next thing you know, you're sitting in some courthouse, jailhouse, even a schoolhouse. I don't know what got into him because he don't do that at home. No, he learned it from at home.
Hmm.
BXNJC said hello, hello. So those are the things that we continue to talk about. We can talk about a lot of things that's trending, and don't get us wrong. Sometimes we do talk about what's trending. We don't talk about the Jason Kelsey's little telephone fiasco. You know what I mean? We touched a little bit on the Debo shuffle. Quack
Mhm.
2-for-1. Not that we condone people putting their hands on others, but when you being paid well to kick a field goal, well, damn it, kick it. But okay, we will leave Debo Samuel alone. So it's not the only thing, but what's important to me and to Sweet Lips is that every time you turn on the news, these children are committing these crimes. And why? No one wants to take accountability for their children's action. It's like we laid that foundation for them. And if that
Mhm.
foundation, all you see from your parents and your grandparents and your aunts and uncles, if you're not fighting, you're lying. If you're not lying, you're stealing. If you're not stealing, you're in and out of jail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody looked at you
Mhm.
wrong. You don't called out the whole cavalry and now they ready to pounce on someone. We need to
That's
calm
right.
that down and realize what it is that we are turning out.
That's right.
And why is it that every time you look that these children, young, on my news feed, I think it was on Instagram, the father was so upset, and you can hear the pain in this father's cry because he found out that his 14-year-old had unlived his own cousin and sexually violated her.
Mhm.
That's your nightmare. But what would possess this here boy to this is your family member.
Mhm.
This is your family member. You know, a lot of times our kids display these warning signs, and either we're too busy because we're looking for a new man, we're looking for a new woman, we have to work 2 or 3 jobs because of the economy. You know, I'm not lying. And sometimes mentally, you're not there yourself. Mentally, you're not there yourself. And instead of reaching out to, receive some type of help, you rather suffer in silence. But not only are you suffering, but your child is suffering. Back in my time, there was the village. I can be somewhere, and I am telling you, my mother friends would come and rat me out.
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I seen,
Oh yeah.
Gail, and she was over there in concourse. You know, she was over there. Oh, where were you at? Oh, I was at so and so house. No, Miss So and so said that you was on the light. Oh, you know. And so, to be defiant, I go and ring a bell, and run. Like,
Uh-huh.
so, you did those little things. Or you just sit on that buzzer and just keep buzzing and buzzing because
Yeah.
there's no cameras in the lobby, so they
Mhm.
cannot see who's buzzing, and then you just run off. So you just had your own way of paying back. But there was still, even if you were outside for a long period of time and that you snuck outside because you just want to see with your friends, and someone come by and what time is it? What time? Your mother know you out, and you're just looking, and you better not say it. But today, these kids will say, "Why don't you mind your business?"
Yeah. That's
We
right.
didn't, we thought it. You
Yeah, but
think
we
we
wouldn't say it.
said that? Mhm, hmm, hmm. Let me tell you something. When you like your teeth, when you like your teeth in your head, and when someone asks you, do you want to sip soup? You already know what that meant. So you already know. Back then, you are to be seen and not heard. You are to be
This is
seen and not heard. Today is different. These parents, it's like, okay, this is my best friend. No, you are the parent. And you have time to be your child's best friend as they got. Let me tell you something. I raised my daughter, and right now, me and my child, we speak at least 3 times a day. And sometime when I duck her call, she calls her father looking for me, or she'll call her brother looking for me. And if any phone that I have, even if it's just the one with the Wi-Fi, she calling it. So you have time to do all of that. But in the meantime, you have to make sure that the tools that you're giving to your children, that they can go outside your door and be productive citizens.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just keeping it real right there. That's getting to the point. You have to make sure that they are being productive citizens. If you see any warning signs, if you see that your child is withdrawing, you know what I mean, they're just sitting around, want to be in the dark, don't want to communicate, not with you, seek that help. Take that child in to get that child analyzed and see what is going on here. That child could be going through a depression because a lot of things that our children go on, really, some of it to me, and I could be wrong because I'm not a medical doctor, is hereditary.
Mm.
Sometimes to me, mental
Could be.
illness is
Yeah.
hereditary, but it's a
Yeah.
generational curse that no one has broken and no one's taken the time to break it.
Or
So
sometimes you get lucky and it skips a generation.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But mental illness, I'm telling you, that is just to me, and I could be wrong. To me, that is that curse put on your family by the devil himself. I could be wrong, but those are the things that we are talking about. Those are the past lessons or conversations that we had. Like, okay, so here's another one. Um, what is a good way to help? And I have not posted this yet. Some of them are posted on to the point on Facebook. What is a good way to help children build resilience? And that would be the question. And the answer that I have is helping children build resilience involves encouraging them to face challenges and learn from failure.
Mm.
That's the whole thing too. Help to learn from failure and showing them ourselves that we also learn from failure. If you fail at something, you fail at it, acknowledge it and try it again.
That's right.
But if you don't show that type of encouragement to your child and they do something and they fail, now they're stupid, they're dumb, they never should have been born, you going at them as if they are strangers on the street. But yet you birthed them. Because if they're dumb and you taught them, then you extra dumb or just plain stupid.
I knew that was coming. I
Because
knew
when
that was
it's all
coming.
said and done, our children, they're just a reflection of ourselves.
Yeah.
So the time it takes for you to insult them, really, you're just insulting themselves. And then when they turn around and say, well, that's what you taught me, you're ready to go upside their heads. And that should not be. Like, I'm for teaching your children right from wrong. But what I'm not for, what I do stand against is using corporal punishment to control them. Because to me, corporal punishment is a way of controlling and belittling and taking away a person's voice. And let me tell you, and I'm against it because corporal punishment was used when I was coming up, and I was just against it. Wholeheartedly, totally against it. Like, no, this is not the way. It's not the way. And as parents, we have to learn how to pick and choose our battles. We have to
That's
learn
true.
how to pick and choose our battles. And if you put in front your child, I'm going to use corporal punishment, go upside your head, and do all the unimaginary things that should not be done. But then here you have this man or woman going upside your head and you can't do nothing to them. But here I am, smaller and weaker than you, but you want to take what's going on here and you want to take it out on me. A lot of times that's what we're doing also. If we're having financial problems, we having man problems, we having women problems, who is there that you can take it out on that cannot stand up for themselves, do not have the knowledge to know that, hey, there's three little numbers that you dial and say, please get her off of me or get him off of me. You know what I mean? Not to condone. See, that's what we have to get around. Like, there's a way to use the 911, and then there's a time that you don't. You know what I mean? Like, if your child see someone that lives with you, maybe father, mother, uncle, cousin, whatever, on you, abusing you, and then you tell that child everything's okay, just go sit down. So if your child went outside that door and did that to someone else, you don't think you just taught them that it's okay to abuse someone and walk away and just be held unaccountable? You put it in their minds that it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You were the
That's
first
right.
person they seen it happen to. You know,
That's
like
right.
sweep it under the rug, sweep it under the rug, sweep it under the rug, sweep until that rug just gets so high and that pile is so high and that everything just start coming out at the seams. When it comes out at the seams, what's happening? The police is at your door, your family's on all over the news. Someone else's child is unalive, or someone else's child is in a coma for your child's
Mhm.
actions. But yet we all want to sit here on mute, like, oh, I don't know. He's never done that before. Where did he get that from? You?
Mhm.
Hello?
That's right.
You know, we just don't, we like, really, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get when you know, I just go on my news feed, and I go on it because really I run my business through my news feed, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or whatever. And the woman is in jail because you watched your boyfriend and his cousin unlive your 10-year-old. Guys, there's no one in this world that life you should value more than anything that you have carried in you outside of Jesus himself. Outside of Jesus himself. And I'm here to tell whether you're a man or a woman, sometimes it's okay to be alone. It's okay. In this day and time, it is okay. If you're not doing a full background check and waiting for all the results to come in, and this is no lie, you have to go to the neighborhood where this fool or this little heifer said she was raised at and she grew up, and start talking to different people. That's how you have to date this day and time. There's no more of that. Oh, we just met each other. Let's have a conversation. Let's kick it. And that's it. When you have children that rely on you, you better watch who you bring through your door.
Mhm.
And instead of, hey, come on, come on, come on, everybody want a bed warmer. Everybody wants a bed warmer. Date them fools and let them go home. Let them go back to their place, especially if you have a child. In this day and time, it does not even matter whether it's a boy or girl. Everybody getting violated. It does not even matter. As a matter of fact, they prefer more boys to girls now. It is your responsibility as a child to protect, I mean, as a parent, to protect your child at all costs.
Yep. I
And
agree.
sometimes you just have to just say, you know, I'm just going to be single until they get to a certain age and they have just a better understanding,
Yep.
because you don't know what you are getting into. This day
Mhm.
and time. You just don't know. People act one way. Those are the sheets of wolf clothing. Okay, they act one way, and then you look up again. All of a sudden, during trial, you start hearing how crazy this person is and how many family and lives this person has destroyed. But while your child is your responsibility, use the village. You know what I don't like about today's society right now? Like, people are so to themselves. But back in the day, your parents is walking in, oh hi, how you doing? And then they start, striking up this conversation, and then all of a sudden this relationship develops, and the children are playing together, and everyone is looking out for each other's children. And today, everyone just seems so secluded, so um I don't know, so into themselves. It's just about me, and mine, and that is it. And I just don't understand. We just we need to bring the village back. We need to bring back the village.
Yep. So we need to
But
stop
be
being
careful
so
who in
nuts.
the village. Well, we need to bring the village back.
Yep.
Stop
Raise the huts.
suffering. Stop.
Build the hut.
Yes. Stop suffering when you don't need to. Stop suffering, because when it's all said and done, it's hard, because even if you use a church, you know what I mean? You ain't even guaranteed there that your child's not going to be violated.
Oh yeah.
So, yes,
Oh
do
yeah.
be careful, but again, do not suffer in silence, and not think about yourself, but think about your child. Let that child know, like, you know, it's okay to have friends. Even overnights now is kind of iffy, but use your if you get this feeling like, you know what, no, that family, they cool, but the brother look a little off. You don't want to get to the point where you're judging someone, but use your common sense. If your spirits tell you no, then it's just no. Then your child can have company. Your child, you do the overnights. But at some point, you have to show your child that it is more to the world than the four walls that they live under. Because sometimes we just keep our children cooped up in the house. They do nothing. They know nothing. They know go to school and come home. Look into activities. Look into there's plenty of activities out there. There's different organizations that's able to pick up the cost. Even if you have no money, the library is free. Packing up a lunch and going on a picnic is free. There are things, the schools, the different banks. You have to put in that work to find out what is available to broaden your child's mind,
It's true.
to broaden your child's mind, to just show him a different way outside of what is in that house, especially if that home is chaotic. You have to teach them, because guess and show them, because guess what? When you don't show it to them, the world will show them to them, and you're not going to like it, because you're going to spend plenty of days and months and years in a courthouse.
Mhm.
I'm just keeping it to the point. So, guys, so what is positive discipline? As we said the day before yesterday we had to take a mental break. Um, we will start reading from this book, and hopefully, and do know, when we were coming up, when our parents were coming up, no one opened up a book, because they just thought, oh, no one's going to tell me. And a lot of times, we do say, you should not use a book to raise your child. But now it is so much research done that you can use it as a reference if you keep running into a lot of stumbling blocks. And
Yes,
that's just real.
indeed.
What you say, Sweet Lips?
I say yes, indeedy.
So, as a parent, you have a big job. You're the one who helps your children grow up to feel a sense of belonging and connection to the family. You teach your children social and life skills. You help your children feel loved. You find ways to ensure that your children feel special, unique, and important. You keep your children safe. You hear that big one? You as the parent, keep your children safe.
Mm-hmm.
The village will help you.
That's right.
Now, how do you do this? With discipline. Perhaps you think of discipline as a mean of control through punishment, and that's how some of us really think. But positive discipline is not about punishment or control. Rather, it is about instructing, educating, preparing, training, and regulating skill building and focusing on solutions. Positive discipline is constructive, encouraging, affirming, helpful, loving, and optimistic. And I love the word loving. I like that that's put in there because some of us, like I said, we've been through so much in our childhood. And to me, if you had a lot of childhood trauma that you have not gotten over, and I'm telling you from my point of view, okay? So I'm saying it because I feel it and I believe in it. And so I'm saying it.
Mm.
If you have not gotten the help over your childhood trauma and drama, isms and schisms, you have no business having. You hear my emphasis? Did you hear my voice? No business having children until you got that counseling and that breakthrough that is needed. And the reason why I say it is because at that point, at least that generational curse is broken. At least you can parent with a clear head. At least you have gotten yourself, you loved yourself enough to have gotten that help that is needed. And so, therefore, when you do have your child, you know how to love. Good evening, James. Good evening. How are you? Welcome, welcome. But you have gotten yourself the help that is needed. And I just truly believe that if you're if your mind is damaged from your childhood, how can you help your child? How can you be a better parent if you're parenting from a place of hurt and a place of pain and a place of rejection? And just the way your parents could possibly have taken all of their trauma and drama and isms and schisms out on you, you will repeat that cycle. So I do believe, and like I said, I am speaking for myself. If you were traumatized and you never got the help, get the help so you will not repeat that cycle. Okay, so let's go on. Now, positive discipline begins at birth and lasts a lifetime. That's right. It's never too early or too late to use positive discipline because it is based on mutual respectful relationships in which you respect your child and you respect yourself. That's a gem right there. You respect yourself. And sometimes we go through so much and we have been beat down, we have been kicked, we have been talked down to, we've been lied on, and our self respect is at zero. If you're parenting from zero, how can you possibly be parenting? You're repeating that cycle. Now, if parenting advice focuses only on the needs of a child and not the needs of adults, it isn't mutually respectful. That kind of parenting encourages dependence and a lack of courage. If parenting advice focuses only on the needs of the adult and not the needs of the children, that's only not mutually respectful. It encourages submission, fear, and rebellion. um, James said generational trauma is very real. Having the awareness to break these chains is key. Yes, yes, James. Yes. I agree. I agree. And thank you for that input. Thank you. Now, with positive discipline, the emphasis is on a balance of firmness and kindness and on providing respect for both adults and children. Positive discipline, because it is neither permissive nor punitive, brings hope, increased skills, and love to your family. The more tools you have, the more you can teach your children. Part one is a reference to give you an understanding of 27 basic tools of positive discipline. These 27 tools are referred to throughout the book. So be sure to read part one before starting on specific problems. So we're just going to go to the part one, and that's where we will start today, and tomorrow will be something else. Now, be kind and firm, okay? Kind and firm. Many parents are plagued with guilt. That's because they are either too controlling, I'm the boss.
Mm.
We know we have heard that before,
Yep.
or too permissive, call me milk or toast. I don't know what that means. Some parents are a combination of controlling and permissive, facilitating between the two extremes, but not being consistent. Positive discipline parents are either they practice firmness coupled with kindness. Which of the following styles fits you? So, which style fit you? And so, I'm going to give you the style of the I'm the boss. You have all the power, and your kids should obey you simply because you're the parent. The other, your children are the center of the universe, so they have all the power. And we know we have seen those ones too, where the children just run over their
Mhm.
parents like freight trains. And then, they used to sit on Maury until Maury had to retire, like, oh no, Maury was the thing. And
Mhm.
kind and firm. Your child is part of your family, not the center of the universe. You know your child's personality and can create boundaries without breaking your child's spirit. Kind and firm. To me, that's where we all should be. That's where we all should be. And so, and for the ones like myself that, maybe we have grand and great grands, that's where we should be. Not just taking one child, making that child the whole center. We make those mistakes. Trust me, I made it myself. Um, Still not sure which is your style? Here are more clues. Both the boss act instead of being protective, proactive. That means that they wait till something happens and respond to it in the moment.
Mm.
And I believe, just like at parents, that's what we all probably started off doing. That's what we all probably started off doing. Kind and firm parents take a step back, observe, and think before they act. They work on ways to show their children what to do instead of constantly saying yes or no. That's from the three types there. I think kind and firm is where we all should be. Kind and firm. They work on ways to show their children what to do. Work on ways, not just spontaneous jumping off flying off the handle and
Mhm.
then later regret it. Later regret it. Now, the boss often looks for blame or fault and relies on punishment as a primary discipline tool. That's what the boss does. We need to get away from being the boss. We need to get away from being a boss. Because guess what? Even when we go out to work, we don't even want our boss telling us what to do. So we need to get away from being a boss. Kind and firm parents look for solutions instead of blame and realize that the person who can and must change first is the parent. Gem right there. That's a gem. That's a gem. Let me just say it again. Hey, hey, hey. Kind and firm parents look for solutions instead of blame and realize that the person who can and must change first is the parent. It's us, not us looking for change from the children, but yet we parent so strictly, or we're so out of control, and we're so uh controlling, and we so want to just go upside of their heads because that's what we know and that's what we assume work. No, we have to change. We have to show them that we have changed and what we were doing so far is not working. I really, really, really like that. Now, by changing yourself, even in the smallest ways, can positively influence your child's behavior. James says narcissistic children can be a product of both types of parenting, controlling and permissive. So it's best to be strict but fair.
Mm.
I agree. You agree
I,
with that, Sweet
I
Lips?
agree. I agree.
Right. Uh, I don't know what this Milquist toast. I could be pronouncing it wrong. Okay. Parents spend a lot of energy on what they shoulda, coulda, or woulda done.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
and there's so many shoulda, coulda,
Yeah.
woulda, but
Oh
you
yeah.
didn't.
That's
You
true.
did none of it. Shoulda, coulda, would have done. They tend to feel sorry for their children when they mess up and are unwilling to let a child learn from his or her behavior. That's true. That's
Hmm.
true. You have those parents that, oh no, not mine. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. No, you like stop making excuses for their behaviors.
Hmm.
If this is your style, your child is parenting you. You hear that? If this is your style, your child is parenting you instead of you providing leadership for the family. You are overprotective and you lack faith in your child's ability to learn and grow. You are not giving your child many opportunities to develop the belief I am capable. Guilt is your middle name. Well, I'm glad somebody gave
Hmm.
it a middle name. Guilt is
Yeah.
your middle name. When you use the tools of positive discipline, you become the kind and firm parent and you banish guilt from your life. You give yourself and your child permission to make mistakes, to be imperfect, and to try again and again and again. Why? Because you know that mistakes are the best teacher and that it is human to make them. It is human to make them. And we all are bound to make mistakes. Why? Because we're not perfect. We are not perfect. And guess what? When it's all said and done, we cannot build a perfect child because we're not perfect.
That's right.
Kind and firm parenting happens one step at a time. Reflect on your strength and the strength of your family. Then think of the area where you like to improve and work on one issue at a time. You hear that? Don't try to take it all and solve it all in one day, especially if you have more than one child,
Hmm.
especially if you are a single parent. You cannot do it all in one day because you're bound to repeat the same mistakes. Like you're going on to the next one. You haven't even resolved your first issue.
Hmm.
So kind of firm parents happens parenting happens one step at a time. Reflect on your strength and the strength of your family. Then think of the area you like to improve and work on that issue one issue at a time. That way you won't overwhelm yourself or your children. And that is where we are getting it wrong. We are overwhelmed, so we push it onto our children and they become overwhelmed. So I am going to stop there. And remember, that uh, topic was be kind and firm. And so, um, tomorrow, decide what you will do and then do it. We will start from there. So, it is Sweet Lips, and guys, I've been on here for a minute. So, I am going to go off because I have to go and get my little one from my husband. And right now, you know what I mean. He's calm. I don't hear him, and you know how that goes when you don't hear them. You better check. And so we will be back tomorrow to finish this. We would try to come a little earlier before my baby gets here, and we will continue. And for those who would just like to, read along, I'm not. I have no affiliation with this author or anything else, but that's how serious we are, and that's how strong my beliefs are when it comes down to changing our parenting styles, so that there's some things that we try to prevent, and having your child go outside of your door and commit these crimes, or just having your child feeling lost with no hope, or having these children alive themselves because of what is going on inside of our homes, in our household. So we will continue. Like I said, we could be talking about a million things. We could be on an internet drama because negativity and all of that gets you views. That is sometimes it's just not about that.
Mhm.
When you, as a human being, when you see these children are suffering, and you see that these parents are losing their way, then as a society as a whole, you have to step in and encourage them. Thank you, James, for joining. It's just always a pleasure to to hear from you, and thank you for your comments. They're on, so hopefully anyone that comes in behind us will see these comments and know that, guys, James cares as well. Sweet Lips care. And some of you out there that cares, drop your comments, send an email to the point 1018. I will start to pin the WhatsApp number for the ones out there that would like to call in as well. So it is Sledge and my little brother Sweet Lips. And for those who want to
Thanks
see,
for joining.
go on to YouTube, on to the point, and then he is there. Let me show you my brother Sweet Lips. Sweet Lips, yeah. See Sweet Lips? That's my little brother. He may look he's bigger, but he is still the little brother. But it is Sledge, it is Sweet Lips. Enjoy the rest of your day, and just remember that right now in this community of Sledge and Sweet Lips, we are just giving tips on changing our parenting style to suit our needs and our children's needs. And
Yes,
we will
indeed.
see, yes, and we will see you
Love
all.
y'all.
We thank you, and have a good day to James and Blue Scope 93. And to my people here, it is Sledge, it is Sweet Lips, and we are out of here.